today's parenting case 101. And every week we are sharing a lot of parenting cases which come to our clinic for counseling. This is a parenting case. Let me tell a little about my background. If you go to my YouTube against my name, there are more than 200 videos are there where I have counseled a lot of children and young parents. And welcome to this. We did a program for young parents in one of the institutes, and a few of the slides I am showing here. This is the work we did with one of the Maharshi Vidya Mandir in Salem, where we told how actually the brain functions. You can see here one of the teachers has volunteered. We have asked the teacher to do a demonstration, and I was eliciting certain information, and another teacher was volunteering to read out the brain code. So this brain code gives you the type of mind which is active in your brain lobes. And when we went for this, what actually happened is, after taking the report, we went through this and we identified the intelligence pattern. There are three types of intelligence according to this school of thinking. It can be called, there are many intelligence called multiple intelligence. Please understand, a person is having more than one intelligence. See, earlier days we were believing in only one intelligence, single intelligence. A person who can perform quickly, fantastically, he is intelligent. And the person who cannot perform quickly or slower is less intelligent. That was the one mode of thinking. But nowadays what has happened, you are seeing a lot of professions come up, lot of forums have come up. Everybody is shining in different areas. Some are shining in dancing, some are shining in singing, some are taking in comedy, some are good in quiz. So every area is having an opportunity for making money. And that is what I want as parents to understand. I need not go for the same conventional style of thinking. Your child has to go to engineering or IIT or medicine. So a costly process which you will repent later. So you can make use of this intelligence pattern as a guide. So you can identify with the help of the demonstration I do. We identified the three intelligences. And this is based on the brain scan studies which has been carried out. Whichever the portion of the brain is active, that is considered to be the intelligent portion. So according to our school of thinking, we go by VAK, visual, auditory or kinesthetic. One is the left brain, right lobe. Another method of intelligence is this. This is a VAC intelligence, we call it. And you know, one more method you can identify, it's called 9 intelligence. There are 9 intelligence method, and another school of theory talks about the 16 intelligence method, and another school talks about the 100 types of intelligence methods. So the more you narrow down, the more you can become very precise to where you can fit your child into the future. This is a very upcoming field. And see, you know this example of why Balachandra could guide these two people. Because he could see the intelligence of these people. Both have got different talents. These two talents could be seen by Balachandra. And one has become a mass actor, another become a class actor. Because when the mass goes to class or class goes to mass, both will be a failure. That is the duty of the mentor. So here we have the help of a psychological mentor, which I will tell you. There is nothing but a psychological report which can help you to mentor your kids. The future kids, so please understand, the future kids belong to knowledge society. What is knowledge society? Information society, internet society, TV society, friend society. Until you as a parents are more and more intelligent than your kids, he will not listen to you. You have to understand one thing. Am I correct or not? Yeah. See, I will ask you another example. Will you listen to your driver? Suppose he tells you how to purchase a car. You will not listen. Suppose your peon comes and tells you how to do your work, will you listen to him? Suppose your subordinate is advising your boss, will you listen to him? Will you? Suppose a maid servant is telling the lady of the house how to rearrange the house, will she? Because he is in a very, very low status. You will not listen to watchman because knowledge wise he is very low. Similarly, are your children, because knowledge wise these children are more informative than you do, because they do more googling, they are more near to their friends' updated information. So, even though they listen because they have no other option, but mentally they know I know more than you, just you keep quiet. Sometimes orally, sometimes you say no, mama is enough. Sometimes I know everything. There are different vocabularies they use, but very, very clear you know less and less and less and less when compared to your kids, isn't it? That is the reason most of the parents are losing their respect by opening their mouth more. The more the parent opens, the more is the innocence of the parent exposed. So you can have a psychological edge of this psychological mentor, psychological reports, which you can get it from any psychologist, or you can contact the details here. See, the world has come. See, according to what is the child is telling, daddy you update, mummy you update. Okay, don't give me old model of cell phone. I want the latest now. You also don't purchase, no? Any expired packet or any expired cool drinks, you also don't purchase. When you don't purchase an expired cool drink, then how do you think your child will accept you as an expired person? You're talking about an old model of thinking, isn't it? So you should have a psychological edge. So we give you these psychological reports. You can become a counselor, you can become a coach, you can become a trainer, you can also become an assessor. These are certain assessment tools. We help you in assessing it in any type of you want. And this is a fingerprint psychology. This brain lobe, you have 5 brain lobes. 5 brain lobes have got different intelligence. 5 brains are having different intelligence. And this comes from the research of 13th week to 21st week of prenatal weeks. What happens? Your whole, the baby's knowledge or skill or competence is already formed from the 13th week. That is where the whole pad, appears. Okay, where the whole pad appears. What is that whole pad? I would like to tell you. Wait 1 second. I'll come back to you. Friends. So this is called the prenatal period. That is, during the 13th week, 10 to 13th week, there is something called padding is formed. When the padding is formed, the brain starts developing. And the brain starts developing, and the number of neurons in the brain goes at a very, very rapid rate from 13th week to 21st week. By the 21st week, the development of the brain is over. So that is the reason whatever you give it in the 13th or 21st week, whether you give multiple languages to the child or you expose it to a good atmosphere, that is the maximum learning period. Afterwards, the number of brain neuron connections are very less. Okay, and this is how the Spanish doctor has identified this, professor of anatomy has identified this, fingerprints. Okay, 13th week to 21st week. That means these 7 weeks. Okay, these 7 weeks, the whole development of the child is over. Okay, it is something like if you put a sponge in a blue color water, it will become blue. If you put the same sponge in a red color water, it will become red. So the surrounding Okay, the surrounding during that particular period is very, very important. That is the reason in Hindu Sampradaya there are 16 Shastras. Out of the prenatal there are 4. What is the prenatal Shastras? Basically the Garbhadana Samaskara. What is Garbhadana Samaskara? Where they are taught, parenting is already there in the Vedas. During marriage they are taught to pray to God to identify what type of child you want. Because that 90% of the brain development, neuron connections growth is there. 13th week is how much? 4 into 3, that's the third month. The third month, okay, third month, the fifth month, there is something called, what is that? In Tamil they call Valagapu, in this one they call Seemantam. Okay, in Seemantam, that means Valagapu. What Valagapu? Valagapu means at that time, all the fulfillments and feelings of the mother is fulfilled. Whatever she wants to eat, whatever she wants to drink. Okay. So all the relatives, all the children, they welcome the child. Okay. So the child becomes very happy, very healthy, very energetic during that particular period. So that particular patterns are formed. Some other part we will cover in detail. So this is the period, the brain connection. The brain connection is proper. All these things are recorded in your fingerprints only. 5 fingerprints, 5 finger lobes. There is no brain, no fingerprints. They have also studied when there is no brain, there are no fingers. You can see no fingerprints here. There are no brain. The brain and fingerprint is correct. Fingerprint is called biological test. This is Harold Ackermans, who is the master of this science, okay, dermatographics, and this is how from 13 to 21st, slowly the brain formation is proportional to the fingerprint formation. That means fingerprint formation is over by 21st week. Okay, that means by Garbhadana Samskara, number 1, 2, Valagapu. Everything is over. Your personality of a child is over. Now only what you have to accept that. Okay, that is where we have to accept it. Some or 90% this is carried from the genes of the parents. This pattern is studied and we make reports. These are the reports. You can identify the styles. 2-year baby is enough. Okay, any baby we can identify. And we can also tell what would be the learning styles, career guidance, design activities, neuron, games and toys, and many more things. This has been, not that I am telling you a story, friends. This already we are doing it with the Atal Bihari Vajpayee in university. They are carrying it out. How Bhakta Prahalada has been trained, or Abhimanyu has been trained. So here the mothers are being trained. So friends, here one report which came to me. You can analyze it. See, the number of brain connections are more in the left when compared to the right. Okay, 52.57%, you understand, 52.57%. So after going through other reports, I was able to tell the parent that your parent will become will go into the field of where confirmation is there. What is confirmation? Confirmation means agreeing to what I have been told. He can become a lawyer, he can become an engineer, he can become an army officer, he can become an accounts officer, he can be good in accounting, he can be good in making cash management, he may be good in stores. These are the areas where this person can shine. If we put this person in other areas, okay, you ask him to work as a watchman, or ask him to work as an assistant to somebody, or ask him to work into the area of where nature, he is asked to work in a zoo, he may not like to work in a zoo. He may not like to do marketing. So this is the 90% of the pattern is formed. You might be seeing the movie, no? Where the villain takes the twins, and one becomes a police fellow, another becomes the villain. But both the pattern are same. Both the pattern are same. Only thing is one is in uniform, another is not uniform. Similarly, friends, you should know how to mentor your child, and we would say now the gift has come for you. The gift is very good psychological mentor. Okay, you have to take this psychological mentor report and you can use it. And you need any other help, please call on us. We are here We are ready to help you, but are you ready to take help? We are ready to help you, but are you ready to take help? Well, friends, very simple. Always tell the story of the frog, Um, See, if you take a frog and put it in the hot water, okay, boiling hot water, it will jump. But the same frog, you put it in the ordinary water and put it on the stove, heat degree by degree, it will adjust. So similarly, there are many parents who say, okay, let us see, my child is not grown. When I come to that, this one, I will do that. When you come to 5th class, I will do that. Okay, when I come to do that, by the time your children have taken a different direction, and they will not listen to you. Now only you have to identify their children. Even newborn baby is enough. Once the baby has come out of the mother's womb, yes, the programming can be done, the report can be made. And now you can select this report, you can use it like what? Like your Jatakam. Well, Jatakam, Jatak Karma. It's a horoscope. In Hindus, use horoscope for different purpose. For Graha Pariveshan they use, for birthday use, okay, for Suparayanam they use, for taking them to school they use. So similarly, this is like a Jatakam for you. You can use it whenever you want. Or whether you want to purchase a toy, go and check up whether I can purchase this toy or that toy. Okay. You want to put him in a game, see which game is useful. You select the game where you want to convert the weakness of the child into strength. If that becomes the pattern for you, automatically what you are doing is only investment is what you are investing at the right time. Okay. A twig is bent. A tree can be bent when it is a twig. It cannot be bent when it is a big tree. Now what you are doing, only thing is you are doing the same thing, same gift you are giving. But with respect to this report, and you are also observing, you are also motivating. That is how this is going to help. You can seek a counselor's help, and you can come to our help, or you can learn the skill yourself. If you are interested in learning this skill, you are welcome. Either a trainer or a teacher or whatever it is, or if you want to guide your children, you are welcome. You want to help us, you are welcome.